In programming, we have a concept of scope. Scope is the region where variable is available. So let's talk about it. A variable created inside a function has a local scope for that function and can only be used inside that function. So let's be used to it. That is, let's define a variable named demo and then go down a equals to 20 and let's print a. The a here is what it is in global scope, or we call a as an local variable that is inside the local scope. Let's invoke this function by calling it and let's run this. You can see we get 20 as an output. So let's deal with the next scope, that is global scope. A global scope is like a variable created in main body outside of a function, is called global variable and has a global scope. That is, if you define this a equals to 20 outside of the function, then this has a global scope. This will have a global scope, and let's see how it works. You can see down here we have 20 as an output. So you may have some understanding that global variables are available from within any scope, that is with global and local. Let's use this in a global scope. Let's print here. As we get 220s here. This is we can use within any scope. Now we have the another thing, that is, what if we use the same variable name in local scope and in the global scope? That is, like a equals to 20 and again inside we print a equals to 30. Let's deal with this. Let's clear the output screen and then run here. Now I'll explain why it is this so. We get 30 and 20 as an output. The 30 is inside the inside the local scope and 20 is inside the global scope. Python treats them as two variables. This a equals to 20 and a equals to 30 are two variables. One as global variable and one as the local variable. If you want to change or if you need to create a global variable inside local scope, we can use something called global keyword. Let's do this. Let's change it into global by using global keyword, global a. And then let's save this and let's run this here. Now you see we get 230s because we have changed or used this a as a global variable, which changes the value in the global scope. This is not the right idea and not the best practice, but if you need to, you have this global keyword. Now I'll say why it is a bad practice. It's a bad practice because you may rely on this global scope variable in many different places. So if you change it inside a local scope, it may affect in different other part of the code. So it is not a good idea, but if you need, there is something you can do with this. So this is all about local scope and global scope. See you in the next video.